It's so new that I haven't even chosen a channel name yet, but I am so excited to get into it. I just want to get the ball rolling, and so this first episode is going to be Volume 1 of One Piece. We're going to be reading through the entire One Piece manga so that you can get caught up. I'm not going to be able to show the actual panels because that's copyright. I'm not even really sure if I'm allowed to read it, but I think you are significantly missing out on a big portion of the story if you only hear the words. You really get a lot out of seeing the visuals because it is a manga, which is basically just another word for a comic book. It's like a Japanese comic book, but the experience is significantly increased by being able to see what's happening. But I still think there is a lot of value in this sort of transformative experience where it is different than actually reading the manga or watching the anime, which could also be fun if you don't want to read and you just want to watch something. But I think this has its place, and it's something that I have always wanted. And I couldn't find any ASMR videos just reading the One Piece manga. Maybe they all got taken down. I hope not, because that'd be sad. I know Japan has some very strict copyright laws, so that's quite possible. Regardless, I'm gonna give it a shot because I figure there's some other people out there who would love to have some of the One Piece manga in ASMR form, so that you can just toss it on in the background and just kind of listen to it and enjoy the wonderful story that it is. Just for some historical context, One Piece is a story by Eiichiro Oda, who is a fantastic author. The story is actually older than me, which is kind of amazing. It has been coming out since July 1997. I just googled it to confirm it in case you heard my keyboard sounds in the background. I figure I'll keep those in because I kind of think they're pretty ASMR, so I'll keep them in. And also the sound of my mouse scrolling on the right, you should be able to hear it on the right, I think, or here. As I scroll through the manga, even though you won't be able to see it, I still haven't decided what I'm gonna put up as the visual instead of the manga, since like I said before, I can't really include the actual panels. I doubt anybody's actually gonna be watching this before I make significant progress into the story, so I would ask for feedback, but I don't really have an audience to ask for feedback yet, so in the meantime, I'm just gonna figure something out, and we'll see what it ends up being. But back to the context on One Piece, it has been coming out since July 1997, and it releases weekly as individual chapters. Chapters are usually about 20-ish pages long, made up of panels like a comic book, and those chapters are then grouped together in what are called volumes. So there are currently about, 103 volumes, which is amazing. It's like one of the longest running stories ever. It's one of the top selling stories ever. It's probably my personal favorite story ever, and that's part of the reason why I was so inspired to do this ASMR series. And this episode, we're just going to be reading the first volume. I was thinking about maybe breaking it up into chapters. We could either do it by chapter or by volume. The thing is that chapters are very short, so it probably would be very short videos, and it might get annoying to have to keep switching between the different videos every chapter. So I think, for convenience sake, I'll keep it as by volume, and that will probably be a solid length video, and we'll see how that works. So yeah, and just for a little like context on the story, it's about pirates, and it's about adventure, and it's about friendship, and it's about a whole lot of stuff like that. So I think that's probably enough information about it. We should probably just get into reading it, because that'll tell you more about the story than really I could ever tell you. Though I can really talk about One Piece for hours. I mean, I'm currently caught up with the manga and with the anime as well. So, and I'm a big fan of One Piece YouTube videos as well, like watching One Piece theorists like Mr. Morge and other great creators like that who help bring the story to life even beyond the chapters that are released weekly, which is amazing. But yeah, anyway, I'm rambling. We should get on to actually reading. Also, one last thing I just thought of is what I might do on this channel besides this. Maybe once I'm done reading One Piece, I'll read other popular manga that I've read, maybe even some that I haven't read. But, you know, there could be like Bleach, or we could do Dragon Ball, or Naruto, or we could do My Hero Academia, or, you know, other things like that, like Jujutsu Kaisen, or Black Clover, any of the popular ones, or even the less popular ones. You know, I love manga in general, but again, I'm getting sidetracked again. I mean, I also may do stuff besides just reading manga. I don't really know exactly what I want to do with this channel, but I think generally I want to make whispered videos that you can play in the background. But yeah, okay, sorry. Without further ado, One Piece, Chapter 1. Oh man, I should have the chapter titles. I should tell you the chapter titles. Chapter 1. One Piece Chapter 1. Titled Romance Dawn. The Dawn of Adventure. The Dawn of the Adventure, my bad, sorry. On the cover of the volume for Volume 1, you can see 3 characters, which we will come to learn about in the volume. There is Luffy, Nami, and Zoro. We'll learn their full names later. I'm just giving you a little sneak peek. But yeah, sorry, without further ado, for real, Romance Dawn, One Piece, Chapter 1. Also, one last thing. In manga, you read from right to left. That's an important note, in case you try to read along, or if you ever decide to pick it up, which I highly recommend, because like I said, this is really not a replacement for One Piece. You should still read it on your own or watch it. But yeah, okay, for real this time, without further ado. Narrator. Wealth, fame, power. Once there was a man who took everything in this world. Pirate King, Gold Roger. The words he left on the verge of death drove people throughout the world to the sea. Roger said, "My treasure, if you want it, you can have it." As he smiled, "Search for it. I left everything in the world there." Narrator. The world ushered in the Great Pirate Age. Narrator. Here is a small seaport. About 1 year ago, a pirate ship landed here. The East Blue. A random pirate says, "Oi, what are you doing, Luffy?" Luffy says, "Humph." Narrator. A small, peaceful village. Luffy says, I'm not joking this time. I've had enough. I'll prove it for you all to see. Narrator, a child from the village, Monkey D. Luffy. A red-haired pirate with a straw hat says, ha ha ha, go for it. Let's see what you're gonna do. Another pirate says, Luffy is gonna do something funny again. Luffy says, arg. The pirates react. What? Luffy says, ouch. Another pirate says, idiot. What the hell are you doing? Luffy says, ow. The pirates say, let's drink up and celebrate to Luffy's craziness and to our greatness. The pirates are all in the tavern saying, ga ha ha ha, drink, drink, sake, sake, bring out more sake. Idiot, that's my meat. Shut up, it's mine. Yo, cut it out. To brawl while you're drunk is so shameful. Luffy says, it didn't hurt one bit. The red-haired pirate says, liar, don't do anything so stupid again. Luffy says, I'm not afraid of pain at all. Next time, take me out to sea. I want to be a pirate too. The red-haired pirate says, you can't handle being a pirate. Not being able to swim is a pirate's greatest weakness. Narrator, pirate leader, red-haired Shanks, also known as a pirate captain. Luffy responds, as long as I stay on board the ship, I'll be fine. Besides, my fighting is pretty good too. I've rigorously trained before. My punch is as strong as pistol fire. Shanks, red-haired Shanks says, pistol? Wow, really? Luffy says, what kind of tone is that? The pirates in the bar now say, Luffy, you seem unhappy. Be happy to face anything. Yeah, a pirate's life is great. The sea is so wide and deep you can go to any island and seek adventure. Nothing is greater than freedom. Luffy smiles in astonishment. Shanks says, don't give him these dumb ideas, guys. The pirates respond, but it's the truth, right? Right. Captain, why don't you take him with us this one time? It's not a big deal. Yeah, I agree. Luffy says, yeah. Then Shanks says, well, then next time one of you get off the ship and let him take your place. And the pirates quickly respond, we've said enough, let's drink. Luffy says, what kind of friends are you? To which Shanks says, the most important thing is that you're still too young. Wait at least another 10 years and I'll reconsider taking you out to sea. Luffy says, darn it, Shanks, let me tell you, I'm not a kid anymore. Shanks says, don't be mad. Here, drink some juice. Luffy says, okay, thanks. Shanks replies, you really are a kid, how funny. Luffy says, what a dirty trick. I'm so tired. I even cut myself today and he still won't agree. Another important pirate says, Luffy, you should try to understand the captain's feelings. To which Luffy replies, understand Shanks' feelings? The pirate responds, yes. After all, he is our leader. He knows that being a pirate is interesting, but he also knows that a pirate's life is hard and very dangerous. Do you understand? He doesn't purposely tease you, your ambitions of being a pirate. Luffy says, I don't understand. Shanks just takes me for an idiot. To which Shanks in the distance says, can't swim. Luffy says, see. Then the barmaid comes over and she says, Captain, you seem to be as happy as always. Shanks says, yep, making fun of him is my joy. And the other pirate says, he really is very happy. That barmaid turns out to be the bar owner. Her name is Makino. That's the narrator saying that. Makino says, Luffy, would you like to eat something? To which Luffy replies, okay, I'll pay you with my treasure. Shanks says, what treasure? You're lying again. Luffy responds, no, I'm definitely gonna be a pirate. I'll pay her with the treasure I find. Makino just laughs and says, I'll be waiting. And Luffy giggles, hee hee. And then he says, Shanks. Shanks says, what is it? Luffy says, how long are you gonna stay? Shanks says, well, it's almost been a year since we started using this town as our base. I plan on setting sail a couple more times, then we'll leave this town and head north. Luffy says, a couple of times. I'll learn how to swim by then. Shanks says, alright, good luck. There's a loud bang. A mysterious figure says, excuse me. So this is what pirates look like, huh? This is the first time I've seen pirates. They look pretty dumb to me. The whole room stops to look. Even Luffy. He continues, we are bandits. Mountain bandits. We're not here to cause any trouble. We just want to buy 10 barrels of sake. Narrator. Leader of the bandits. Higuma. Makino says, I'm so sorry, but we are out of sake. Higuma says, oh, that's strange. Then what are they drinking? Is it water? Makino says, it's sake, but that's all we have. Shanks says, I'm sorry. Looks like we finished all the sake here. Sorry about that. Here, if you don't mind, take the last bottle. Then there's a loud crashing noise as the bottle is smashed over Shanks' head by the bandit. Everyone is shocked. The bandits are happy. Higuma says, just who do you think I am? Don't take me so lightly. One bottle is not enough. Shanks says, oh no, now the floor is all wet. The bandit says, see this? My head is worth 8 million berries. I'm one of the prime fugitives here, and I've killed 56 people before, you cocky bastard. Now that you know who I am, don't mess with us again. After all, mountain bandits and sea pirates don't mingle very well. Sorry about that, Makino, says Shanks. Do you have a mop? Makino shakily says, it's alright, I'll clean it up. Higuma pulls out his sword and slashes across the bar. He says, well, it seems like you really enjoy cleaning. Now you can enjoy doing it more. Humph. Later, you bunch of chickens. What a pathetic town. It doesn't even have sake. Let's move on to the next town. Makino says, are you alright, Captain? Did you get hurt? Shanks says, no, I'm fine. Phew. And all the pirates erupt in laughter. Our captain looked so silly. He fixed you up good, Captain. Shanks joins them in laughing. Luffy is furious, he says, why are you laughing? To which Shanks just says, huh? Luffy continues, that was disgraceful. Why didn't you fight him? So what if they have more people? Who laughs after getting picked on? You're not a man and you're not a pirate either. Shanks looks shocked. He just responds calmly, look, I know how you feel, but it's just a bottle of sake. There's nothing to get worked up about. Oh, come on, don't go, Luffy. Luffy responds, I don't want to see you again, coward. Then there's a sort of rubber sound effect as Luffy's arm stretches out as he walks away, and Shanks continues holding his arm, sort of like rubber. Luffy says, huh? And everyone around him goes, what? Shanks says, his arm, it's stretching, and the pirates say, no way, you. And Luffy's in shock, goes, what's happening? A very round pirate goes, it's gone. And they say, what? The rubber fruit we took from the enemy, it isn't here. Luffy, did you eat this? Holding up a picture of the fruit. Luffy says, well, Well, yeah, isn't that dessert? It tastes pretty bad, though. Shanks is actually worked up now. He says that's the rubber fruit. It's one of the fruits of the devil and one of the rarest treasures in the sea. Whoever eats it will turn into a rubber man and will never, ever be able to swim. Luffy's absolutely shocked. What? You're kidding, right? Shanks just yells back, "You idiot." A cow is mooing in the distance. We cut to a different day. Luffy's in a good mood. Hee. I want to buy some fish, Mr. Storekeeper. The storekeeper says, "Hey Luffy, you look like you're in a good mood today. So, did the pirates leave you behind again? Either way, you can't swim anymore." And Luffy says, "That's alright. I'll just be a pirate who doesn't fall into the sea. After eating the rubber fruit, I've become even happier. Look." He can stretch his face out now because he's made of rubber. The mayor comes up and he says, "What's so good about that? Maybe the whole village thinks that's cool, but what good does that do, having a rubber body?" "Chief," says Makino. Or no, that wasn't Makino, that was a random village person. Probably the store owner. It can be hard to tell sometimes because they're off screen. But the chief / mayor says, "I'm gonna tell you again, Luffy, don't become a pirate. It'll ruin this town's reputation. The captain may look like a reasonable person, but don't hang out around him again." Back in Makino's bar, she says, "They've been away for a while now. Do you feel lonely, Luffy?" He says, "Nope, I haven't forgiven them for the bandits incident yet. I overestimated Shanks. I thought he was a tough pirate. What a disappointment." Makino says, "Really? I thought people who could laugh it off after getting picked on are pretty brave." Luffy says, "That's because you don't understand. There are times when a man should fight back." Makino says, "Oh, I guess I don't know anything then." And Luffy says, "That's right, you don't." I just want to point out that Luffy is a kid, if that wasn't clear. A mysterious figure says, "Excuse me." Luffy is shocked. He says, "Ah, it's Higuma." Higuma says, "Well, looks like the pirates aren't here today. It sure is quiet. We're back again." "What are you waiting for?" As they sat down. "We're customers." He slams the table. "Bring us some sake, Makino." We cut to a different scene and Makino is running over to the mayor. "Chief, hurry. Something bad has happened." The chief says, "What's wrong, Makino? What's this fuss about?" "Luffy was kidnapped by the bandits," she says. The bandits say, "What an interesting body. Yep, seems like kicking and punching won't do any harm to it." The village people say, as they're hiding, Hey, go save Luffy." But they're bandits. We could get killed. Besides, Luffy messed with them in the first place." Luffy, in captivity, says, "Damn it. Apologize to me right now. You bastard." Higuma says, "Oh, a rubber man, huh? Who would have thought such a thing exists in this world?" Luffy, as he's thrown to the ground, says, "Damn it. You'll be sorry for this." Higuma says, "A different type of human. If I sell him to the circus, I can sure get a lot of money." Luffy tries charging at him with a stick, yelling, "Yeah!" Higuma says, "What a strong brat," as he kicks him. "We were just having a good time drinking and talking. Did we say something that pissed you off?" Luffy said, "Yes, you did. Apologize right now, damn it." The villagers from their homes are watching and say, "Luffy sure is hot-headed. Why in the world did he start trouble with them?" Luffy's screaming, "Move your damn foot, you damn bastard." The chief shows up and he says, "Let the child go. Please." I don't know what Luffy did, and I don't want to argue with you, but I'm willing to pay, so please let the child go. Luffy says, "Chief." Higuma says, "As one would expect, it's the elders that know the proper way to deal with any situation. but it's too late. You can't save this little brat now, because he really makes me angry. When a weakling like him insults me, it makes me so angry. Luffy says, "It's your fault, you wild baboon." Higuma says, "Fine, I'm not gonna sell you. I'll kill you instead." The chief and Makino say, "Luffy, please let him go." Suddenly, Shanks appears and says, "I was wondering why no one welcomed us at the port. So this is why. Hey, you guys are the bandits from the other day." Makino says, "Captain." Shanks says, "Luffy, what's wrong? Isn't your punch as strong as pistol fire?" Luffy says, "Shut up." Higuma, noticing the pirates, says, "Pirate, why are you still here? Are you going to clean up the whole town this time?" Higuma says, "I suggest you leave right now. If you get any closer, I might have to open fire, you coward." Then another bandit says, "Didn't you hear? You were told not to get any closer." And cocks his pistol. "Do you want to get shot?" Ha 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 ha. And the other bandits join in laughing. Shanks says, "Your life's at stake here. I'd quit pointing that gun at me." The bandit replies, "Huh? What did you say?" Shanks says, "I said, don't use this to scare people." And that bandit gets shot by the round man from Shanks' crew. Everyone is shocked. The bandits say, "Now you've done it, bastard." "Damn it, that was dirty." The pirates respond, "Dirty? Don't make us laugh. Do you think we're saints or something?" Shanks says, "The people standing in front of you are pirates." The bandits say, "Shut up, this is none of your business." Shanks responds, "Listen well, bandits. You can pour drinks on me. You can throw your food at me, or even spit on me. I can laugh it off. But I don't care what reasons you have. I won't forgive anyone who messes with my friends." Luffy says, "Shanks." Higuma laughs. "Ha ha ha. You won't forgive me. You, a bunch of pirates who float around on a ship all day, want to challenge us? We will destroy you." And the bandits yell in unison, "Yeah, go to hell." The important looking guy from Shanks' crew says, "Let me deal with this. I can take care of them myself." And he proceeds to do so, quite impressively actually. Don't overestimate yourselves, bandits. If you want to fight us, you better get a fleet of marines to back you up. Everyone's amazed. Luffy says, "Wow." Makino says, "Amazing." All the bandits except for Higuma are down at this point. Higuma says, wait a minute. This little brat messed with us first." Shanks says, "It doesn't matter. After all, there's a reward on your head." Higuma throws a smoke bomb. Humph. And somebody shouts out, "Smoke bomb." Higuma says, "Come with me, brat." And Luffy says, "Wah, damn it, let go of me." Shanks says, "Luffy," after Luffy disappears. "Oh no, we got careless. They took Luffy. What should we do?" The round man says, "Captain, don't panic. Let's split up and find them." I don't really want to keep calling him the round man. His name is Lucky Roo. I'm just going to say that because I don't think that's a spoiler. It's just a better name. His name is Lucky Roo. And the important man who I was talking about before, his name is Ben Beckman. I'm going to use his actual name as well. So then Ben Beckman says, "Sigh, that captain." Higuma says, "Ha ha ha. Looks like we got away. Who would have thought that a bandit would escape by boat? Well, I only used you as a hostage, but you're useless now. I've killed 56 people who messed with me before, you know." Luffy tries throwing a punch. "Go to hell." Higuma just laughs. "Ha, so long." Luffy says, damn it, as he's being kicked into the sea off of this boat. Higuma says, "Little brat." Luffy says, "You said they're cowards. I didn't even get one hit in, bastard." Then Higuma says, "Ha ha ha." Remember the expression expression on those pirates' faces the other day. He didn't even say anything after getting hit by a bottle. What a gutless pansy. When I see a chicken like that, it just makes me so mad. I really wanted to kill him. Pirates only know how to act cool. Luffy. This is a flashback, by the way. Luffy says, "Shut up." And Higuma says, "Huh?" Luffy says, "Don't underestimate Shanks. He's not a coward." And Makino's trying to hold him back. "Let it go, Luffy." Luffy says, "Don't underestimate Shanks." So yeah, that was a little flashback back to the bar incident that kind of triggered this whole little series of events. So now Luffy's drowning, and a big sea monster appears behind Higuma's little boat. And Higuma says, "Where did it come from?" as he notices it, and his boat gets eaten up. Probably with him along with it, though it's not explicitly clear. And he yells, "Gyaa!" Luffy, trying to stay afloat, says, "What? Somebody help!" as the monster almost bites him. Luckily, Shanks appears, and he says, "Shanks!" And then Shanks says to the monster, "Get lost." "Thanks, Luffy. Makino told me about everything. Thanks for sticking up for us. Hey, don't cry. You're a man, right?" And then Luffy, while crying, says, But Shanks, your arm." And you can see Shanks' left arm got bitten off near the shoulder. Shanks says, "It's nothing. It's just an arm. As long as you're alive." And Luffy's crying very hard. I'm not even going to try to imitate those noises because it'll probably just sound really silly. Narrator. The reason Shanks didn't take Luffy with him is that the sea is an unpredictable place. It's not something that humans can control. But Luffy understands how great Shanks really is, and he hopes to be just like him in the future. Cut to the future again, and now we got Luffy saying, "You're really leaving this time?" Shanks says, "Yep. We've stayed here long enough. It's about time we move on. Are you upset?" Luffy says, "Yeah, but I won't force you to take me along anymore. I'll become a pirate by myself." Shanks says, "I wouldn't take you even if you begged me. You don't have what it takes to become a pirate." To which Luffy defiantly responds, "Yes, I do. One day I'll find myself a crew that is as strong as yours, and then I'll find the world's biggest treasure, and we become the king of the pirates." Which, if you'll remember, was Gold Roger at the beginning of the story. He was the king of the pirates. And Shanks replies, "Oh, so you want to be bigger than us, huh? Well then, this hat is my gift to you." And he puts his straw hat on Luffy's head. "This is my favorite hat, you know. When you become a great pirate in the future, return that hat to me." Ben Beckman says, "That kid's gonna be big." Shanks says, "I know, because he reminds me of my early years. Pull up the anchor, set sail." Narrator says, and the youth's journey began here 10 years later. Cut to 10 years later. Makino says, "He finally left, Chief. We're gonna miss him." Chief says, "He'll ruin this town's reputation." A random townsperson says, I believe it's the store owner from before, says, "I never thought he would be so serious about it." We cut to Luffy out on the sea in a little boat, similar to the one Higuma kidnapped him in. The same sea monster that ate Shanks' arm and Higuma appears. Luffy says, "I've been waiting for you, sea monster. This is your unlucky day. I'll show you what I've learned in the past 10 years. Gomu Gomu no Pistol." And his arm stretches out and he punches the sea monster right in the jaw with his elongated rubber arm outstretched. And he one-shots the monster. What impressive growth in these 10 years. He's actually strong now. How did that taste, stupid fish? Hee. I'll have to find some friends first. I hope I can find at least 10 people. And then I'll make a flag. Alright, let's go. I'll become the king of the pirates. And narrator, without any friends, he set sail on a little boat. A long journey has begun. so I know I said I was going to read the whole volume 1, but I forgot that chapter 1 is actually a lot longer than normal chapters because, it's kind of like a pilot chapter, so it's a little over 2 times as long as a normal chapter. So, and I'm also realizing that reading is a lot slower when you're reading it out loud rather than just reading it, internally with your internal monologue. So I'm thinking that we are going to stop the video here. It's already gotten quite long, and we may end up doing it by chapter. We'll see how long the next chapter takes, since that one will be a much more normal length. But we'll cut this video here. I hope you enjoyed. This is the introduction to One Piece, chapter 1, the chapter that started it all. I hope you enjoyed, and thanks for watching. And if you're using this to fall asleep, then sweet dreams. Sleep tight.